Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I want to talk to you about December Daily. I know a lot of you have had questions about what the project is, how I plan to work through it, what my foundation pages might be, and I thought I would talk through it with you guys today. I'm going to share with you some of my supplies, some of my plans. This is a really different year, and so I'm approaching December Daily in a different way. So we'll talk about that a little bit. We'll dig into what I have here and what I think that I'm going to do for the project. So let's go. All right, let's start with my album from last year. Last year was the first year that I participated in December Daily. December Daily is actually a project that was started by Allie Edwards, and the idea is to document every day in December. December is a month where we often have a lot of family traditions, a lot of holidays that are celebrated, whether you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or any other holidays in the month of December. And the idea is just to tell the story of that snapshot of a month in your family's life. You can certainly check out Allie Edwards' website to find out more information. But last year was the first year I gave it a try. I used Felicity Jane's kit as the basis for my pages last year. And you can see I had a lot of fun. So it's a 6x8 album is what I chose to do last year. And the idea is basically documenting a day, a page, a photo for every day, a story for every day. And you can see I kind of flipped through. I had some different journaling, the numbers on each page. I loved getting to document in this style because I got to include things that I wouldn't normally get to include in my regular documenting, like artwork from my kiddos that they did at church, or, pictures of things that they were doing at school. We have our Christmas tree decorating. It was a really fun project. I really, really enjoyed it. Movies that we listened to or watched as a family. My husband and I's anniversary is in the month of December, so it was awesome to get to document that. And like I said, it was a fun project. I really enjoyed it. It's awesome to get to look back. I got to include our Christmas card from last year. There's just lots of great things about the project that I really enjoyed. Last year, I went through and I made foundation pages. I kind of randomly placed the different layouts. I put different pieces down. I made foundation pages, and that made filling in pictures and stories a lot easier as the month went on, because typically December is a really busy month. We have a lot of things going on at church. It's our anniversary. There's often travel. There was just a lot going on. So it was fun to kind of pre-make these pages. Love that. And it's fun to look back and just see what it was like. Lots of parties, things like that. Now, this year promises to be very different. So we just had our travel plans canceled, actually, and we will be staying home, and it will just be the 5 of us. We will, be kind of having a smaller Christmas. We won't be doing a big Christmas musical. We won't be doing parties. We won't be doing all of those things. We're going to be doing a different kind of Christmas. And because of how this year has been, because all my kids are in virtual school, because things have just changed a lot, I am going to take pressure off myself in doing a December Daily. And I'm going to take a cue from one of my favorite YouTubers who is called Dearly D. I will definitely link her below. And she calls her album December Not So Daily. And let me share with you what I'm going to be doing. All right, for my December Not So Daily album, I am not going to pressure myself to have a photo for every day or have a story for every day. I'm going to document this very different December in a different way. I am going to use a 6x8 album because I want it to go nicely with my other album. You can see they're both Felicity Jane. They're gonna sit really nicely. I loved getting to pull this one out. I actually packed this one away with my Christmas decor. So when we pulled out Christmas, it was fun to get to look at it. And I think these will be fun to kind of collect over the years. So I'm gonna stick with the same album. I have some insert pages that I'll be using. I also mixed and matched with just papers floating in here, and I have a lot of supplies. but the idea is going to be maybe daily, maybe just recording stories, different traditions, really highlighting how this year is different, and then some of the things that will always be the same. So that is kind of the take I'm going to do this year. I just don't know that I can handle the pressure of this particular daily project, and it has been a long year, and I want December to be joyful and not to have the extra pressure on myself. So that's how I'm going to change it up. Let me share with you some of the supplies I have and some of my favorites that I will be using. Let me start off by sharing, I picked up this clear acrylic desktop organizer from Amazon, and I am loving it for keeping all of my December daily supplies. I have a ton of supplies this year, probably much too many, but that's okay. And this just sits out on my desk. Everything's right at hand. Instead of putting it in a box or trying to keep different collections separate, it's all together, all on hand. All I'll need are the basics like the adhesive and the scissors and things like that. But otherwise, I have it right here. It's portable, so when my kids are doing virtual school, I can be downstairs with them and also still working on my album. So I'm really excited. I will make sure to link this below. It was like $25, I think, maybe $26, which I thought was a pretty good deal. It's nice and sturdy, a good thick acrylic. So I would highly recommend this for kind of organizing your projects. And I love that the 12 by 12 paper fits nicely in the back. So that's how I'm keeping all of my supplies together. Let's dig into some of the things that I plan on using. Like I said, last year was my first year to do December daily, so I did have some supplies left over. Last year, I primarily used Felicity Jane and some of these Santa papers by Photoplay. So I do have some of those papers left over from the Joy collection and the Holly collection from Felicity Jane. So I know that those are going to mix well again this year with the Felicity Jane kit that I bought. So I pulled those papers out, and again, this is Photoplay, a few of those. And then these are from a winter kit from Pink Paisley, and I loved the variation of color in those, and I thought these were just good base pages. These are going to mix well with the Hip Kit Club pieces that I have this year. So this is the Sweater Weather collection. And then I purchased new this year the Cocoa collection from Felicity Jane. Every mid-October, maybe late October, they release their Christmas kit. It is not part of their regular subscription, so you purchase it separately. And I have that kit. I love Felicity Jane. I love the soft colors. I love how neutral it is, and so I feel like it mixes really well. This is just a beautiful kit. So I have a ton of 12 by 12 papers from this kit that I will be using probably as the basis of my album. I really enjoy the Felicity Jane ones, and of course you get some of the solids in their kit, and a fun little addition of these pink cards, pink chip cards, which I like. And then also I'm a subscriber to the Hip Kit Club. Their November kit was called Merry Everything, and it was full of all kinds of beautiful holiday papers. You can see this is a little bit of a different color scheme. One of the reasons I'm not making foundation pages to start with is because I want to be able to switch back and forth between the two schemes. And normally I would try to keep it consistent through the whole album, but this year, again, not putting pressure on myself, I'm going to craft whatever I feel like crafting. And if I want to go with brighter colors, then I'll probably be reaching for the Hip Kit Club. And if I want to go with a little more muted, a little more subtle, then I will be going with Felicity Jane. And those are some solid colored cardstock pieces that will coordinate and also serve as great base papers as I work. So you can see I have a ton of 12 by 12 paper ready to go, a large scrap piece here. And then I also have some more paper. Let me share that with you. Okay, so totally different from Felicity Jane or the Hip Kit Club are these papers, and these are from Kelly Bangs Creative on her personal website. She has a beautiful collection called Pink Christmas, and it is so different. So cute. I had to purchase it. I absolutely love it. I have already used it in some planner spreads because I just liked the brightness of it a whole lot. You get a ton of printables with this kit. You can see I've already, used some of them on some different projects. You get a lot of ephemera. So I already have pieces of this kit cut out that I'll show you as we go, but I have the whole collection printed out, ready to go right here. I do a lot of different crafts during the Christmas season. I have a faith journal that I use, a faith planner, lots of Bible journaling, just lots of things going on. And so I know these printables are going to come in super handy. I'm super excited about them. And so again, it's just another choice that I have so that when I sit down to journal, I will kind of pick and choose what I like and what is calling my name that day. So those are all from Kelly Bangs. There are some more printables that I've already cut out and I'll show you as we go. December daily is when I get to use a lot of things that have some dimension, add some thickness that I wouldn't normally use in my memory keeping or in my planning and Bible journaling. So I love picking out those supplies. I have a whole bunch of alpha picked out right here. This is mostly alpha from Felicity Jane. I went ahead and picked out all of my neutrals. So I have blacks, white with polka dots, white, silver glitter, gold glitter, gold metallic, more black puffy, a different font of black puffy, another font of black puffy, and then this is the one that comes with the Cocoa set this year. And then I got puffy alpha stickers from Hip Kit Club. So I went ahead and pulled all my alpha stickers that I thought would match well in December daily. That's pretty neutral, will go with most of my spreads, and that way I can really get a chance to use these because, like I said, they all have dimension. Most of them are the thicker or they're puffy, something like that, and they are so fun to use, and I have them all pulled ready to go. Some of the other supplies that I have pulled, this is 2 stamp sets. This is last year Noel, so cute, love that. And then this is Felicity Jane from this year, Cocoa. So I actually didn't find myself using a lot of stamps last year, so I'm not sure how I will use them this year, but we'll see. I have those pulled out. Again, some more puffy stickers. This is from the Cocoa collection. Cardstock words. These are super fun. So these are some different dividers. These are cardstock dividers that I can use to kind of change up my pages so that they are not all those 6x8 pocket card layouts. So you have some thinner ones, which I think are so fun. Some thicker ones with pockets that are also a lot of fun, especially if you're going to kind of collect Christmas cards, things like that. Fun. This one has a calendar, which I think is super cute. So you can put it, let's see, maybe like this. I guess it depends on how you like your calendar. This is probably right. So you can kind of lay out the calendar for December. Mine would probably end up being kind of empty, but maybe you plan on studying scripture and you're putting your scripture in here, or Advent plans, or 25 acts of kindness, something like that. So that is a fun element this year to the Felicity Jane kit. These are some scrap papers I have. I thought this was super cute. Christmas gifting list was super cute and helpful. Then there were also some vellum pieces with the holes punched, florals, the buffalo plaid, polka dots, and this acetate piece, and 2 more acetate pieces. So lots of fun dividers to play with. And then a couple of dimensional sets from the Hip Kit Club with wood veneers, and then these chipboard stickers. And like I said, it's a lot of fun to get to use this dimensional stuff in this kind of album. This is the only time all year that I do an actual scrapbook album, like a 6x8 album. Otherwise, I'm working in traveler's notebooks or memory planning, something like that. So I get to use a lot of supplies that I wouldn't normally grab for. All right, I also have a lot of fun smaller pieces that I've collected during the year or that have come in some different kits. So let me share those with you. I have these gift bags, and these are actually, I don't know, is this Snowflake and Cocoa, Merry Days? These might be Merry Days gift bags, but I thought they were super cute. You could punch holes in them, add them right in. I thought those would be so fun to work with. So I picked those up from Tuesday morning. I have this set, obviously from Tuesday morning, of Merry Days, and these are like super puffy shaker stickers, which are a lot of fun. The Cocoa kit came with a star stencil this year, which will be fun with mixed media. I love some mixed media. Both of the kits that I purchased this year came with sequins. So Felicity Jane came with these beautiful star sequins, and then Hip Kit Club has this fun collection with pink mixed in. So there's definitely some shaker cards in my future, or some shaker pockets. I have these pieces left over that are like these rubber embellishments from last year, chipboard pieces from last year, tiny tags from last year. And again, these are just little details that you can add to your pages. Sometimes you might put together some base pages during the month, and then in the month of January, you go back, add some more details. It's fun. It's fine. You don't have to finish this in the month of December. Take your time and enjoy the project. Some photo corners. These are from the Cocoa collection, chipboard stars. Love some metallic. Love these honeycomb trees. I have one left from the Holly collection. These are some vellum pockets, which are a lot of fun. Another divider from Felicity Jane, just a glassine bag. And then these are some 4x6 cards. So I used to do Project Life, and I have a couple of strictly Christmas holiday kits. And so I pulled those kits out, broke them apart, and included them in with this mix so that I could mix and match those cards in with the rest of what I have going. All right, I also have the chipboard numbers from Felicity Jane for Cocoa this year. Like I said, I'm not sure that I'm actually going to use these this year, but we'll see. I have them just in case. This is a fun package of all kinds of texture pieces that came with the Felicity Jane kit this year. I won't go completely into it, but man, it's lots of fun trims, little things, little embellishments to add to what I feel like is a really interactive album. So I love that they include just that extra fun little bit. These are some puffy dots from Hip Kit Club. I also have a bunch of different die cuts. So I like to keep my die cuts in these CD containers. These are all die cuts from the pink Christmas kit from Felicity Jane. These are just ones from Illustrated Faith from their Advent kits in the past. I feel like this is Snowflake and Cocoa, maybe? I forget. This is actually just a collection of different snowflakes, but primarily from one collection. And then again, another collection that I had picked up a Tuesday morning, a different feel obviously between the two, but I like having a lot of die cuts. I use them all of the time in projects, so it's nice to have those on hand. And those are from a previous year, except for the pink Christmas ones. And then this year, we have cardstock die cuts from Hip Kit Club for their Merry Everything collection. You have the Cocoa collection of cardstock die cuts. These are some from By the Will for God from actually 2 years ago, and some smaller pocket fronts that are a nice thick cardstock from Felicity Jane that I will definitely be using on some different pages. So those are all of the little fun pieces that I can mix in. It's all about the details in December Daily. It's all about getting that story down and just having fun with the supplies. All right, the last few things that I have collected. These are Felicity Jane acetate poppins. So they're already cut. They already have hole punches in them that fit the Felicity Jane album 6x8, and then you just can attach in anything. And this is how I attach to my Christmas card. I will probably do that again this year. So love that. And then in the Felicity Jane Cocoa kit, you also got this collection of labels, which I have been loving labels recently. And you have all different colors, including the metallics. So these are going to be a lot of fun to use. So definitely cool pieces there. And then I have a lot of different smaller cards. So we have these mini envelopes that came as part of the Felicity Jane kit. I already have some great ideas for using these on pages. These are embossed tags. If you can see, it feels like a watercolor paper, so you can definitely watercolor on them. Add maybe some glitter, some different things. You have joy right there, some stripes and stars. And then I have a bunch of cards. Some of them are from Kelly Bangs. Some of them are from Felicity Jane. Some of them are from Project Life kits in the past. So a bunch of 3x4 cards that I can include with my album. I have also pulled some washi tape from my stash, some of the classic Christmas washi tape like the Christmas trees, some reds and plaids that I think will go really nicely. And then I also pulled this kind of seafoam green because that goes really nicely with the Merry Everything collection from Hit Gift Club. All right, you guys, so those are my plans for December daily. Like I said, it's been a weird year. I've had a hard time kind of getting into the spirit, but honestly, just gathering up all my supplies really got me excited to start this project. I'm excited to take a different take on it and to really just focus on the joyful small moments in each day. Let me know down below if you plan on doing a December daily project, if you are going to go with the classic style of once a day, or if you're going to kind of take a different look at it or a different perspective on the project. I would love to hear about that below. Help get all of us excited about this upcoming holiday season. It can be a wonderful holiday season, whether you are traveling or not, whether you're with family or not. There are always beautiful moments in every day, so I will definitely be on the lookout for them. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I will link supplies down below as I can find them. A lot of things might be sold out, so just keep your eyes open for what you can find if you are wanting to start this project. I hope that you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.